Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever found yourself entangled with someone who seems to thrive on control, manipulation, and a constant need for admiration, you might be familiar with the term narcissist. But what happens when their carefully constructed facade starts to crumble? What really destroys a narcissist and leads to what's known as narcissistic collapse? That's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to explore the triggers, the consequences, and most importantly, how understanding this process can empower you to protect yourself. Whether you've personally experienced narcissistic abuse, know someone who has, or you're a therapist wanting to know more, this video is for you. Before we go further, let's briefly touch on what we mean by narcissism in this context. We're not talking about healthy self-esteem here. We're talking about narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, or traits that reflect a pattern of grandiosity, a need for excessive admiration and a lack of empathy. Think of it like this. Imagine a building with a shaky foundation. The narcissist's inflated ego is the fancy, impressive facade, but underneath, there's a deep-seated insecurity and fear of being exposed as inadequate. They need constant external validation to prop up that fragile sense of self. I had a friend, let's call her Sarah, whose boss was a textbook narcissist. He took credit for her work, constantly put her down in subtle ways, and always needed to be the center of attention. He was brilliant at creating an image of himself, a very powerful persona that everyone would give him credit for. Sarah was constantly walking on eggshells, trying to avoid triggering his anger. In some way, Sarah's boss was trying to destroy her just to build himself up. So what happens when that facade starts to crack? That's where narcissistic collapse comes in. Simply put, it's a breakdown of the narcissist's defenses when they experience a significant threat to their ego or sense of control. It's not just a bad day, it's a profound crisis of identity. Imagine the building we talked about earlier. Now imagine a wrecking ball swinging straight into the core foundation. This collapse can manifest in various ways, ranging from depression and withdrawal. They may become withdrawn, isolating themselves and experiencing feelings of worthlessness. This is linked to the fact that they cannot continue to prove their greatness to themselves and others. Rage and aggression. This is perhaps the most common manifestation. When their sense of superiority is challenged, they lash out in anger, often directing it at those closest to them. This is what Sarah's boss would do. Blame her for his own mistakes. Paranoia and suspicion. They may become increasingly paranoid, suspecting others of plotting against them or trying to undermine them. Suicidal ideation. In extreme cases, narcissistic collapse can lead to suicidal thoughts or attempts. This is because their entire identity is based on external validation, and when that's gone, they feel like they have nothing left. What are these wrecking balls that can trigger such a dramatic collapse, exposure or humiliation? Being publicly exposed as a fraud or incompetent is a major blow to their inflated ego. This includes personal exposure or professional exposure. For instance, my friend Sarah collected solid evidence of fraud involving her boss, and when the case was brought to legal eyes and his own peers started questioning him, he broke down. Loss of control. Narcissists need to feel in control of their environment and the people around them. Losing that control, whether it's in a relationship, at work, or in other areas of their life, can be devastating. Rejection or abandonment. Being rejected or abandoned by someone they perceive as important is a significant threat to their sense of self-worth. Aging or illness. As they age, they may struggle to maintain their youthful appearance and physical abilities, leading to feelings of inadequacy. Similarly, illness can strip them of their sense of invincibility. Success of others? Yes, this may sound surprising given their arrogant nature, but narcissistic people cannot stand other people succeeding in life, as that will make them see themselves as lesser than they are. Let's look at some more examples to illustrate these triggers. Example 1. The aging narcissist. Think of a once successful businessman who built his entire identity around his wealth and power. As he ages and his business declines, he becomes increasingly bitter and resentful, lashing out at his family and employees. He cannot accept that he is not the powerful figure he once was. Example 2. The relationship rejection. Imagine a woman who is used to being the center of attention in her relationships. When her partner finally stands up to her manipulative behavior and ends the relationship, she spirals into a deep depression, unable to cope with the rejection. She is not able to accept that she is not perfect and someone left her anyway. Now, the big question, how do you protect yourself when someone you know is experiencing narcissistic collapse? It's a difficult and potentially dangerous situation. Here are some key strategies. Distance yourself. This is the most important step. Create physical and emotional distance from the narcissist. Do not engage in their drama or try to fix them. Set boundaries. Clearly define your boundaries and stick to them. Do not allow them to manipulate or control you. Document everything. If you're in a situation where you need to protect yourself legally, like in a custody battle or workplace harassment, keep detailed records of their behavior. Seek support. Talk to a therapist, counselor, or support group. You need to process your experiences and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Don't take it personally. Remember that their behavior is a reflection of their own inner turmoil, not of your worth as a person. Let's quickly go over some crucial do's and don'ts. First, the do's. Do prioritize your safety and well-being. Do seek professional help, and do enforce your boundaries. Scene 2, crucial don'ts. Don't try to reason with them. Don't engage in arguments or power struggles. Don't offer false hope or empty reassurances. Now, a sensitive but important point. Can you deliberately cause a narcissistic collapse? While it might be tempting to try to teach them a lesson, I want to emphasize that this is generally not recommended. Intentionally triggering someone's mental breakdown is unethical and potentially dangerous. Remember, these are individuals struggling with deep-seated issues. Your focus should be on protecting yourself and detaching from the situation, not on trying to manipulate their behavior. Ultimately, the best way to deal with a narcissist is to focus on your own healing and empowerment. Understanding narcissistic collapse can give you valuable insights into their behavior, but it shouldn't become an obsession. Reclaim your power by setting boundaries, seeking support, and prioritizing your own well-being. You deserve to be in healthy, supportive relationships. So that's a look at what really destroys a narcissist and can lead to narcissistic collapse. Remember, this is a complex topic and this video is just an introduction. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe to the channel for more content on relationships, mental health, and personal empowerment. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or want me to cover any specific topics in future videos. And most importantly, take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video.